to adjust it a little bit. Okay, today we are going to be taking the last part of the course, um, the last tutorial to the course simultaneous equation. All right, it's about the third tutorial on the topic simultaneous equation, and tonight hopefully we should be able to dissect it properly and get things done with. Okay, so with this being said, let's hop straight into it. Now we have let me get my marker. Okay, so we have MTH106. I think I should reduce this a little, so like it's reflecting on the board. Okay, yeah, I think we are good to go. Now, yesterday we started a question. All right. Good evening, Mr. Dwellers. It's great to have you on the stream tonight. All right. Yesterday we started a question. All right, and we were unable to do justice to it yesterday night, and hopefully we should be able to do justice to it today. Miss Blessing, good evening. It's great to have you on the stream. All right. Now, so this is the question, and let's go over it very quickly. So we have 3x minus 4y, all right, equals 13. Okay, and we have 2x plus 3y, equals 3. Equation 1, equation 2. All right, so yesterday we've been treating the topic simultaneous equation for quite a while now. If I'm not mistaken, this is the third class on the topic, and we've been taking a series of questions, and we've been able to, all right, in every question we solve, all right, we've been able to get a thing or two, all right, considering different approaches, different methods, and different strategies to solving these questions. All right, so yesterday, all right, a lot of persons were like, no, before now we're always particular about why, we're always particular about why, so why are we now particular about x? Now, if you most time all these questions we usually solve on y. All right, you must have observed before now or by now that most questions are always, right, y are always coming either in 2 or in 1. All right, and with these, or maybe in 3 or in 2. All right, and most time what we do is that we just think of either. Now if it comes in, maybe we have 2y and we have y. All right, we just multiply equation 2 by 2. This might be positive, then this is already negative. When we multiply equation 2 by y by 2 now, then we have this cancel this. All right, or maybe in a situation whereby we have 3y and we have maybe 2y. All right, and maybe this is plus and this is negative. All right, in a situation like this, I think most time what we do is we multiply this by 2, I will multiply this by 3. All right, we multiply this by 2, now this is 6y. I will multiply this by 3, this is 6y, and this is positive and this is negative, and we cancel it out. All right, this is what we do in most cases. Okay, so now, but in this situation, you want to think about All right. In this situation now, you want to think about what can we apply to this to make this to cancel out. All right. You might find out that difficult to achieve. All right. And that's why we switched here. All right, to 3 and 2. All right. The most important thing is eliminating the factor of an unknown. All right. What we are solving for is x and y, and what we are deliberate about is eliminating, all right, the element of an unknown. All right. So it could be y, it could be x. All right. Which way? The most important thing that in this level we have to cancel out either x or cancel out either y. So we can proceed the equation and solve for one unknown to get the other unknown. Now, so yesterday with this question, all right, we're able to settle for multiplying equation, all right, multiplying equation 1 by 2 and multiplying equation 2 by 3. All right, and doing so, if you have to multiply equation 2 by 3 and equation 1 by 2, then what are we going to be getting? We're going to be getting, this is 6x minus 8y equals, this is 20, that's 26. All right, equation 3. All right, and we have this multiplied by this gives us 6x. All right, we have the positive sign. We multiply this by 3, we get 9, and we multiply this by 3, we get 9. So this is your equation 4. All right, so we have from here now we can see now that we can strike out something. All right, from here we can see now that we can strike out something. All right, and what are we striking out? Okay, what are we striking out? We are striking out the coefficient of x. All right, we are striking out the coefficient of x. Now this is already, all right, we are striking out the coefficient of x. All right, and how do we achieve this? We multiply equation 2 multiply equation 4 by minus. All right, even the way it is now, all right, even the way it is now, 6x minus 8y equals 26, 6x plus 9y equals 9, we will still not achieve what we want. All right, so we now have to multiply equation 4 by minus. All right, now let's bring that this 6x minus 8y equals 26. All right, let's bring this down. Now if we multiply everything here by minus, then we have minus 6x. All right, now this becomes minus times, all right, minus times this, minus times this still gives us minus. Then we have y, all right, and we also have here as minus 9. All right, so from here now we can proceed by saying this is negative, definitely, so we can now cancel. All right, so we can cancel this, and we can cancel. All right, so this can be ruled out. All right, so that can be ruled out. All right, and from here we can proceed. All right, this is minus minus, so this should be giving us that's all right, that should be 17. All right, 17y equals, all right, so now let's minus this from 26. All right, let's not forget 26 is not affected, so we have to take 26 out. Okay, are we all on the same page? Mr. Jewelers and Mr. T is not on the stream yet. Miss Blessing, are we all on the same page? Are we all on the same page? Trying to get my calculator. All right. All right. So, are we all on the same page? Okay. Okay. Mr. Jella said, wait. Okay. Okay. Mr. Jella says, hold on. All right. Mr. Jewelers and Mr. Jewelers and Miss Blessing, are we all on the same page? Okay, so let me check my comment section. Let's see what is going on there. Miss Titi, the late comer, Miss Titi is finally here. All right, it's good to have you on the stream. So we have Miss Blessing said, no, we are not on the same page. All right, Miss Blessing said, no, we're not on the same page. Why do you have 3 multiplied by minus? All right, okay, now let's go through it again. Now we have, do we understand it up to this level? Do you understand it up to that level? Do you understand it up to this level? Awesome. Okay. Awesome. Good. 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 Now, you know, when we multiplied equation 1 by 2, we got this. When we multiply equation 2 by 3, we got this. All right? Okay, now we all understand how we got here, which is wonderful. Okay, now this is positive. All right, if we have brought this down, 12x plus 17, all right, negative positive, this is y equals, this is 26 plus 9. We are going somewhere. This is 35. This will have been a blatant lie. All right? It will have been a blatant lie because we can't solve, we are stuck here. We are stuck here because we are still having 2 unknowns. And at this stage, we should not be having 2 unknowns. Now, so that is why we now have to go back to the drawing table and think. All right? We need to think, go back to the drawing table and think of what we can eliminate, all right, so that we can have just 1 unknown left. So now we went back to the drawing table and realized that since this is 6s and this is 6s, automatically this is positive, all right, we have to make 1 negative. As this is positive already, we need to make 1 negative, all right, and our best chance is equation 4. All right, and why is that? Now let's multiply. If we are to multiply all these by negative, then negative times negative here will change to plus, and that's not what we want. All right, so our best chance is where we have positive here. All right, and that's why we are going for equation 4. All right, so now we multiply minus. All right, now let's bring down 6x minus 8y equals to 6. Now that we're now multiplying equation 4 by minus, Then this turns to negative 6x. This turns to negative do we understand? Okay, we are live again. Ah, my goodness. The network is really bad. Let's just wait for others to. Ah, my goodness. Mr. Ajela said it's my network. I'm seriously sick and tired of network stress. I'm seriously sick and tired of it. I mean, it's crazy. And this happens most time at night. Throughout the day, preparing for the class, the network. Class is not closed though, Mr. Jealous. Class is not closed. We are going to finish simultaneous equation today. Whether we like it or not, we will stay on this until we finish it today. We are not going home. We are going to finish simultaneous equation today. Okay, I think the network is a bit stable now. Mr. Dwellers, Miss Blessing, Miss Titi, are we all there? Can we proceed? Mr. Dwellers, there will be no need for that because the class is still going well fine. Miss Blessing, why don't you want? Okay, I think the network is a bit stable now. So let me switch this off and let's continue. Okay, so I believe my apologies for the inconvenience. I think I need to go check for maybe some other network, maybe Glo or Etisalat, because MTN and Airtel just keep embarrassing me. I'm so sorry about that. Now, do we understand it up to this level? Do we understand it up to this level? Do we know how we arrived here? Okay. She said, okay, boss. Do we know how we arrived here? Do we know how we arrived here? Awesome. Thank you for that. Awesome. Mr. Jonas, what about you? Do you understand as well? Mr. Jonas, do you understand as well? Okay. Okay, now let's proceed. So from here we have, from here now our work is half done. Okay, now we can now cancel, we can now eliminate. All right, we can now eliminate the coefficient of x, all right, which is 6. So since this is positive, it's negative, then we can strike these two out. All right, and we can then say negative, all right, negative. This will give us minus 17y. Now we are adding two together. All right, negative gives us 17y. All right, this gives us positive 17. So from here We are going to solve for x, so let's pay attention. I believe solving for x should not be a problem. So here, Mrs. Jola, she says she understands. Yes, I do understand. That's what she meant. She says she understands. By by the coefficient of y, which is minus 17. All right. So, okay, so we have minus 17y equals 17 over minus 17 all over 17. All right, so we can strike this out. We can strike this out, as this will go for this and this will go for this. Then we have our answer as y equals minus 1. Awesome, great. So y equals minus 1. So class, solve for x in equation 1. So let the class solve for x. Now that we have y as minus 1, let the class solve for x in equation 1, and our time is 3. Okay, so let's solve for x. Okay, so let's solve for x in equation 1. Let's solve for x in equation 1. Our time is counting down. Okay. Our time is counting down. Two minutes to go. Miss Blessing said x equals 3. Okay, thank you for that. Okay. Mr. Dwellers, Miss Titi. Our time is counting down. Okay. One minute to go. Are we getting some good responses? 1 minute to go. Mr. Joelas, are you there? Mr. Joelas said he's just connecting. All right. Mr. Joelas said he's just connecting. Okay. So you have 1 minute to solve. Mr. Joelas, class solve x in equation 1. I did not see anything till now. Okay, that's fine. That's not a problem. Let's just continue. There are still other questions to solve. All right, let's just continue. There are still other questions to solve. Since our x is minus 1, so we have x equals minus 1. So we are solving for y in equation 1. Okay, now equation 1 is 3x minus 4y equals 13. Alright, since we already have the factor of x, which is minus 1. Alright, we have minus 4y equals 13. So we can expand this. This is minus 3 minus 4y equals 13. So here now we can say minus 4y equals 13 minus 3. So from here we can say minus 4y equals, this should give us 10. If I'm not mistaken. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, it should give us then, since our x is minus 1, right, and this is 3 multiplied by 1 gives us 3, and we have a negative, alright, we have an answer is negative. Okay, now let's see, definitely 4, we have to divide both sides by 4. Definitely 10 can't be divided by 4. We should be having a decimal number. Alright, this is minus, this cancels this. We have y equals minus. Definitely 10 can't be divided by 4, but let's just see. So Miss Blessing, how did you get your 3? Well, let's see, and let's try and solve from equation 2. Let's see what we get. Calculator. Alright, we have that is minus 2.5. But let's check. Let's solve for y in equation 2. Now we have 2x plus 3y equals 3. And we have 2 into bracket minus 1 plus 3y equals 3. So we have 2 minus 2 plus 3y equals 3. Now we have 3y equals 3 minus 2. We have 3y equals 1. So we have 3, this cancels this. Alright, so we have 1 divided by, it's going to be decimal. Alright, so Miss Blessing, how did you come about getting 3? Alright, basically the concept is what we have. Alright, the concept is what we have gotten. Alright, basically the concept is what we have gotten. Okay, so it might be from the arrangement of the question, alright, but the thing is, the concept is what matters. Now let's take another question from, in this same sense, let's take another question. Alright, let's see. Okay, yeah, it's quite confusing. Alright, but let's attempt some other questions. Alright, let's attempt some other questions. Alright. Now let's take this question. Now let's take 2x plus 5y equals 19. Alright? Then we have x minus 2y equals minus 4. All right, equation 1 and equation 2. Now, okay, I think I have something on the comment section. Okay, Miss Blessing said 2x plus 3 minus 1, and we have 2x minus 3 equals 3, and we have 2x equals 3 plus 3 equals 6. I'm not sure I understand what this blessing is trying to communicate. All right. Okay, maybe she's referring to equation. Okay, let me see from here. Okay. Okay, that shouldn't be a problem. All right, but the basic thing here is there's a concept we are following. All right, there's a concept we are following. Now let's take a look at this question. Now let's take a look at this question. Now it says here. Now let's take a look at this. A very good look at this question. It says here 2x plus 2y equals 19. All right, and we have x minus 2y equals minus 4. All right, here is quite straightforward. Okay, what we just need to do here is what? Can anybody tell us what we need to do here to eliminate the coefficient? And if we are to eliminate, what do we think we are to eliminate? Is anybody who can help us with that? Awesome. Okay, thank you for that, Miss Blessing. She said she will snap and send it to me in the private class. That is good. Thank you very much for that. Now let's thank you, Mr. Jolas. We multiply by 2. Multiply equation 2 by 2. All right. In this question, we are just to multiply equation 2. Also, thank you for that, Miss Titi. Multiply equation 2. So now we have, let's bring this down, 2x plus 5y equals 19. Then we are multiplying this. Now we have 2x minus 4y. This is that should give us minus 8. All right, that should give us minus 8. Are we good to go? All right, but there's a but. You know, if we have multiplied this with just 2, all right, we will still not have achieved what we want, unless, all right, now because multiplying this by just 2, all right, we are still going to multiply this by minus to be able to eliminate this 2x and becomes minus 2x. All right, it automatically becomes minus 2x, and minus times minus here gives us plus. Okay, then we multiply this by this one gives us, that's positive, that should be positive 4y now, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and minus times minus cancels, then it gives us positive 8. Now with this, now we can strike this out, because this is definitely positive and this is negative. Alright, so we've been able to achieve striking this out. Do you understand this up to this level? Do you understand it up to this level? Mr. Jolas, Miss Titi, do you all understand it up to this level? Mr. Jolas, okay. You know, before now, we agreed. Before now, we agreed that to move on with this equation, we need to multiply equation 2 by 2, all right, which is not the wrong thing to do. But if we have done that, multiplying equation 2 by just 2 will not give us what we want. Now, what do we want exactly? What we have in mind is to eliminate either of the coefficients of the unknown, which are x and y. And from what we can see here, equation 2 seems to be the way forward, because we're having one unknown standing alone. Alright, so multiplying this by 2 will not be sufficient, because what we just be having here will be 2x. I'll be having 4y, and here we'll be having 8, which is definitely not what we want. With this, we still can't strike anything out. Alright, so the only way we can strike anything out, I think this is 2, and this is 4. So the only way we can achieve striking out the coefficients of any unknown is multiplying equation 2 by minus 2. Now, multiplying equation 2 by minus 2, now we have now we'll have 2x plus 5y equals 19. Now we have minus 2x. This is minus here. Don't forget, we are multiplying everything. The sign too will definitely be affected. Alright? Don't forget, we are multiplying minus. Then this sign changes. Alright? The sign changes to plus. Alright? Then we have negative. Alright, guys, let's not forget this sign is with this 2y. So we are multiplying 2 by 2y, minus 2y. Then we have minus times minus gives us positive. Then we have 4y. Equals minus times minus, minus 4, minus 2. Alright, we are getting positive 8. Mr. Dwellers, do you understand up to this level now? Miss Titi and Miss okay. Miss Awau, you came very late. We've gone far. Nevertheless, you are still welcome. So, Mr. Jolas, do you understand it now? Awesome. So now, from here, we can strike this out. Okay? So we are left with, now we can add. So we are left with 9y equals, so we have 19 and we have 18. So we should be having 27. Alright, so from here now we can say divide both sides, alright, by 9. Awesome. Thank you for that. So now from here we can say 9y all over 9 equals 27 all over 9. So this can strike this out. Alright, and this, striking this out, we have 9, I said 9, y equals 3. Alright, awesome. So now we have our y equals 3. So now let's solve for let's solve for x in equation 2 now. So you can start solving for x in equation 2, but let me just give us 2 minutes to attempt that. Now class should solve for x in equation 1. Yes, it's complicated, it's simultaneous equation, sir. But we just have to attempt it still. Our time is counting down. Okay. Equation 1. Miss Blessing, using equation 1. All right, let's just proceed. Now we have equation 1. In equation 1, we have 2x plus 5y equals 19. All right, that's equation 1. So we have 2x plus 5 into brackets 3 equals 19. All right, so we have 2x plus 15 equals 19. All right, so we have 2x equals 19 minus 15. We have 2x equals 4. All right, so we have 2, cancel, so we have 3, that is y, x equals 2. Do we understand this? Awesome. Thank you, Miss Blessing. X is 2. Mr. Jewelers is here to respond. Mr. Jewelers, I'm not sure I understand. 2 is 4. I'm not sure I understand that. So this is our x is 2 and our y is 3. Alright, now let's see how true that is. Let's try equation 2. Let's prove this. So x, since we already have our x is 2 minus 2 into brackets 3 equals minus 4. Let's see if it equals minus 4. Alright, so we have 2 minus, this is 6. Alright, so if you are owing 6 naira and you pay 2 naira, you're having minus 4. So this is correct. As our y is correct. Now let's solve for x and y is correct. Now let's try in equation 1. Now let's try in equation 1.